The Roman Republic began with a bold act. Romans overthrew their last king in 509 BCE and vowed never to be ruled by one man again. They created a system called res publica, the people's business, built on shared power and checks and balances. Two consuls, elected yearly, led the state, each able to veto the other, while the Senate and popular assemblies gave citizens a voice. But from the start, society was divided. Patricians held most power, while plebeians fought for centuries to gain rights. The tribunes of the plebs emerged, able to veto magistrates and pass laws for the people, yet wealth and family still dominated politics. The Republic's promise of equality was more ideal than reality. This tension between liberty for all and privilege for a few would become the Republic's greatest weakness. The seeds of conflict were sown from the very beginning. Rome's conquests brought immense wealth, but it flowed to the elite, not the common citizen. Small farmers lost their land to vast estates run by slaves, forcing many into poverty in the city. The gap between rich and poor widened, fueling anger and instability. The Gracchus brothers, Tiberius and Gaius, tried to reform land ownership and restore opportunity for the poor. Their efforts were met with deadly violence. Both were killed by the Senate and its supporters. Political murder shattered old taboos, turning the forum from a place of debate into a battleground. The message was clear. Power would now be won by force, not words. The Gracchus' deaths marked a turning point. Now, generals and their armies shaped politics. Gaius Marius opened the legions to the poor, creating soldiers loyal to their commanders, not the state. Ambitious men like Sulla used these armies to seize power, even marching on Rome itself. Sulla's dictatorship unleashed terror and set a precedent. One man, backed by troops, could rule absolutely. The Republic's old rules were broken. Violence and ambition replaced tradition. Sulla's example inspired others. Pompey, and most fatefully, Julius Caesar. The Republic was now a stage for civil war. Julius Caesar, master of politics and war, formed a powerful alliance and conquered Gaul, amassing wealth and a loyal army. Fearing his power, the Senate ordered him to disband his troops. He refused, crossing the Rubicon and plunging Rome into civil war. Caesar emerged victorious, declared dictator for life, and enacted sweeping reforms. To some he was a savior, to others a tyrant. Senators, fearing monarchy, conspired against him. On the Ides of March 44 BCE, they assassinated Caesar, believing they'd restore the Republic. Instead, they unleashed more chaos, killing the man, not the idea of one-man rule. The Republic's fate was sealed. Caesar's death left a power vacuum, quickly filled by his adopted son, Octavian. Octavian defeated all rivals, including Antony and Cleopatra, and became Rome's sole ruler. He cleverly avoided the title of king, instead restoring the Republic in name only. The Senate granted him the title Augustus and powers that made him emperor in all but name. The old institutions remained, but real power rested with Augustus. Romans, weary of war, accepted peace and stability over liberty. The Republic faded quietly, replaced by the empire and the rule of one man. Rome's freedom was not stolen, it was surrendered, traded for order and security.